Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good day and hope the rest of the day is good for you. Uh, Overnight news there was a fire in Idaho, a 20-acre fire, and two firefighters were killed and one wounded, and a large response from law enforcement in the area for the incident. So I'm going to go over a few facts about this, what they've already released. They've said there's one gunman. They said he had multiple guns, and they're not saying how many or what caliber. They said he is dead. He was found with a weapon laying beside of him. And he was snatched, is the exact words they're using. He was snatched from the area and two guns were recovered. There might be more, and they're not saying whether or not there was or not. But this whole thing stinks, guys. Okay, I want to go back over this. The first off, there was initially two fire responders from two different fire districts that responded to a 20-acre fire in the wilderness, in the forest. Okay, that's kind of odd itself. Usually it's the same firefighters from the same fire district would respond, but at this time, two different districts responded, and one other from the original district was on its way. After the initial shooting, I listened to the recording of the uh, message from one of the other firefighters. Uh, he did really not put a lot of emphasis in that he was scared or anything. He acted like he was excited and upset, but it didn't really come through in the recording of the radio call he made back to base about the shooting. So that kind of stands out. The fact is that it was only a 20-acre fire, which really does not include a large response of any kind in this, and unless it starts spreading really bad, would they send a big response in this? So right now, as it stands, no, they're not saying that they're backing off the number of law enforcement that responded. This includes DHS, FBI, ATF, and state and local uh, law enforcement. There was a total of 384 people responded to this incident on the side of this mountain for one person, including snipers and helicopters flying the area. I'm not saying how many snipers were involved, but the helicopters were loaded with snipers. So that's kind of odd that they immediately knew that there's after one person, and they immediately knew that they hadn't sent snipers in there to get this one person out. A lot of things are stinking about this, guys. A lot of things are smelling really, really bad, kind of like a black swan shit, if you get my meaning. Uh, this whole thing sounds like a false flag. Earlier, they're saying that another report said there was a cache of weapons there also. So we're getting conflicting reports on this. Now, they said the fire was coming up on this person that was shot rather quickly, so they had to snatch the body out of the area along with two weapons and get him out of there. So basically, the crime scene is burnt. It's erased, so there's no evidence there. The body was removed and taken elsewhere, is what they're saying. They're not saying to a hospital, to a morgue, or anything else. Elsewhere. Remember, FBI's is ones responded to this. Remember what happened into Butler, Pennsylvania last year, and the body was removed and taken elsewhere from the top of a building after an assassination attempt, and the body was never returned for burial. So again, we have a similar situation where a body is removed and nobody identified, and they'll come out and tell us in a couple of days that this person had a manifesto and he had a beef against somebody or something else. You know how that works and everything. But right now, guys, I do believe we're seeing a beginning, if not the actual start, of a black swan event. Hope you'll have a good day. Later, taters.